Hello, everybody. Welcome to a special Saturday evening session where I'm coming back on to finish up free readings that I did not complete in my last session. And there's no chat in this one because I'm not taking any new requests for this session. Be back tomorrow morning, though, at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, if you want to join me then. And I will post a comment at the end of this video once I have finished listing the order in which I've completed the readings. So that is what we're going to do. And yeah, thanks for all the thumbs up telling me that you do enjoy these free readings. It helps spread the Zen love, and you're part of the love tsunami. So thank you so much for being a part of that. All right, so we left off with Magician. You were going to be the next reading coming in. So let's get these cards all shuffled up here and mixed in, and we will start here. Make some space here. So, Magician, you wanted spirit guides and messages here. Wow. I like this for you. You got the 10 of Pentacles, which is a time of abundance, a time of just the outside world really filling up for you and feeling full and complete here. I mean, if you're looking for a relationship is represented here. If you're looking for abundance, looking for job, looking for it all, very supported with this energy that's coming forward here for you. So I feel like, being the magician that you are, you're really stepping into this manifestation energy of stepping out of wanting and stepping in into gratitude. And I feel like you're not focusing your energy on the things that are missing, and that you're really, with your magic wand, your magician magic wand, right? You're really going, you know what? I'm focusing on what I want. I don't want to want. I want, gratitude. So when you're like, if you want a relationship, you're focusing on what you're grateful for in past relationships. You're thanking the creator that they're going to be, that they're the relationship that you are desiring, that they're going to bring it for you, and you have gratitude for that they're bringing it to you, instead of like focusing on the wanting. Because when we focus on the gratitude, they're like, oh, you're grateful and you want to be grateful for this, I will bring it to you. When we're like, I want, they're like, oh, you enjoy wanting. Right? It's like somebody used to say, I want that. Well, enjoy wanting. It's like, oh, because if we are enjoying wanting, that means we don't get it, right? We like the process of wanting. So I like this energy coming in here for you, Magician. It's very transformative. And I feel like it's bringing a lot of abundance into your life because of that. So that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And then Just Blessings is up. You want to know, what can you expect for March? All right. Well, you have emotional stability coming in, and I like this. It feels like that lately with the Three of Cups, that you kind of been bored and unfulfilled with things. Things have been feeling stagnant, feeling dull, just unfulfilled. And I like this energy that March feels like it brings in a new spark to life. Something's being offered that's new and different because it's being brought in from up above. And you have this energy that comes in where just feel like there's this excitement coming in for March. We've got all this endings and beginnings energy of eclipses. We've got Aries energy moving from Pisces to moving into Aries. And so there's a lot of endings and beginnings and birthing and fire and sparkiness that is available to you here. And I feel like it's being offered to you, but don't sit with your arms crossed and going, no, no, I'm not going to do it. You're like, no, give me that. Give it to me. I really feel like it's yours for the taking if you'll grasp and really engage with that energy. You can have forward movement and have just a revitalized, where you feel like you're living instead of existing. So I like that for you. That's what's coming in for you. Just blessings. So many blessings to you. And then Grace 1111. Let's see, you put higher self message and March month. So your higher self messages around the month of March. You have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, she rolls over emotion. She also gets a second portion of emotion. So she's very empathic. She's very connected to her spiritual energies. And so, there's like this duality that's coming in. One is that you are clearing away some clogs of emotions that have been down there, since you were a young child. You've been doing all this shadow work for years, right? It feels like forever. But it's just some of the final little things coming up that you're transforming that just takes your spiritual abilities and your empathic abilities and connection to a new level. So you're really expanding it, and this is really March is a time of this coming in here for you. And I feel like your higher self is just there to support and help you expand that because the more you connect higher, the more things expand outward too, right? And so I like this that your higher self is drawing you into this higher relationship. It's like the Queen of Cups almost reminds me like there must be cousins of the High Priestess because they both have the ability to go inward, dive deep into the unknown, but also connect to spirit too. So I like that for you. March feels very much that month of spend time with your higher self, expanding your empathic abilities. If you haven't checked out it yet, I have a playlist called Take 10 with Zen. It's on my main page at the very top. Episodes, I think it's 9 and 10, talk about an empathic bubble and the true gift of an empath. So be sure to check those out too if those resonate. All right, so many blessings to you, Grace. And then we've got Sarita Kisku. You want to know Mahesh? Current feelings for marriage with you. All right. I feel like they have some fears. Whoa, the Three of Swords is expectations equal disappointment. And I feel like they're feeling like, oh, I don't want to disappoint. And there's a lot of fear that they have around disappointing family, disappointing you, disappointing, the whole shebang. They just have a lot of pressure on them. If they would just, close their eyes and open their heart, they would see that everything's fine, but I just feel like they feel under a lot of pressure from everyone, and there's this fear of not living up to what everyone desires. And that's what happens when we try to please everyone, you can't. And so they fear disappointing, and they will. They're gonna disappoint someone because everyone wants something a little different, and they're trying to figure out who am I wanting to make sure I please the most, and who am I gonna end up disappointing? So what a wonderful place to be in. Poor Mahesh. So give him as much support as you can because he's in a tough spot. But I feel like that's what's coming in right now. Just he has a lot of love, but he's scared, fears. All right. So that's what they want you to know right now. So many blessings to you. And Premia, you want to know what is coming in your love life in March? All right. Wow. So you got the Six of Cups, which is past life connections. So I love this, Premia. There's this individual coming in, and you're going to recognize them because the draw and the connection between you two. It's going to feel otherworldly because it's other livesly. It's like you don't know them in this lifetime, and when they come in, you're just like, I think I know you, and you feel like you know each other, like you're bumping into a lifelong friend that you haven't seen in a long time, but you haven't known each other. And it's a beautiful, beautiful drawing energy, and it's going to be very obvious to both of you. And so I like that for you. It's good. You're not going to wonder. I wonder if that's them. You're going to be like, oh my God, that's them, because you're going to feel it, and they're going to feel it too. So I like that for you, Premia. And that's what they want you to know right now. So many blessings. And then Cutie, anything about the one. So we got a little introvert energy going on here, but they're okay with being alone, and they're okay with being, you know, just away from crowds, away from everything. They turn inward and upward. They've been very introverted. And so they're very self aware. because they spent a lot of time and they don't like crowds, they don't like all the noise and all that. So they do like spending time alone, but not like, like if like with when they're the one and you guys are coming together, they're not like, "I don't wanna be with you." It's you alone with them away from the world. They like that quality time rather than all that shallow activity on the outside world. They like really real quality, time with you, um, and with themselves. So that's a nice little piece of them for you there, cutie. So many blessings to you. That's what they want you to know right now. And then Links Lee, you want a spirit message? Wow, you got the world card. So victory, success, it's ending. It's the last card in the major arcana. So there's some completion that comes in, and you do reach this point, and it's the ending of this old way. Like you've accomplished something, you're like, okay, that's enough of that. You're ready for something new, and something new is coming into your life because it starts back over at the full card, the card 0, which is you leaping into something new, something exciting, something that's unknown and kind of a little bit out of your comfort zone because there's not a whole lot of rules and structure around it. But it's like this free adventure that's coming up here for you. So I feel like Spirit is saying, just be prepared. You're letting go of the old. You're ready for this adventure, but not with a lot of rules. Let yourself wander and wonder and look at the possibilities and try to get out of your head of a lot of expectations and just allow it to flow. So I feel like that's what Spirit wants you to know what's coming, and I like that renewness that coming. We got all this energy happening this month too with endings and beginnings, with the eclipses and Pisces going into Aries on the 19th of the month. So we got a lot of that happening, a lot of energy supporting rebirth and significant endings and beginnings, and sudden sometimes too. But I like it for you. It's all for you. Just remember, this is for me. This is for me. All right, Linksley, that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And then angel blessings, any blessings coming to you? Yeah, you got a nice little battle coming in here. Not really, it's the 5 of Wands, which is a transformation and a change of energies from something that felt conflicting and fear-based into something more friendlier. And so whatever drama is going on around you, it is a blessing that things really take care of itself and it transforms. I feel for this for you, the reason why it's a blessing is because even though there's drama going on around you, it does not involve you directly. And I like this um, empowerment that you have in this particular situation that's going on where you're like, I'm going to sit this one out. People are coming to you, "Right, right, 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 right," and you're like, "Well, what are you gonna do with that?" "Well, what do you want me to do about it? What are you gonna do?" They're like expecting you to jump in and save the day, and you're like, "I'm done saving the day. You guys go save yourselves." But things take care of themselves and things smooth out, and you're like, "This feels good," because I feel like you gave people, um, the opportunity to step up, and you didn't step in this time, which is good. I'm proud of you for doing that because I know how hard it is when you have a natural leadership ability and you're able to jump in and um, solve things, and you can see the answers to things really fast. But it takes strength to hold back, going, "Ooh, the answer's right there. The answer's right there," instead of going, well, let's let them find the answers. And like, well, they found a answer. It's not the answer I would have done, but it's good enough. It's like when I don't know why they're doing me this, but if you ever have kids where they start to load the dishwasher and they do it wrong, not our way, which is of course the right way, that they do it the wrong way. And we're like, you know what? If I beat them up for doing it wrong, they'll never do it again, and I want them to learn to do this, and so rather than we show them, "Hey, this is really good how you did that and that and that and that." What works good for this is because it's upside down, it just gets filled with water. What we can do, let's dump that out, and then what we can do, if you do this, then it'll clean. So, just something to think about. And it's not a, "Oh, well, you did it wrong," it's a different way. I love this for you because it feels like a teaching moment, but a lot of it is you stepping back and giving them the space to learn. So I like this for you. What a blessing because it takes a lot of pressure off of you trying, everyone always coming to you for answers and solutions when you're like, "Ugh, can you guys just think about it?" It's like people going to you, "Where's my shoes? Where'd you leave them?" Learn to find your shoes on your own. I'm not your servant. I like it. All right, angel blessings. That's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. All right. And then soul searching vibe, you are up. So messages from your future spouse. All right. Well, here's a ton of messages, the 8 of Wands coming in here. And it's interesting here. This is messages from the higher self of your future spouse. They're part of your okay, this don't let this blow your mind, but their higher self is part of your spirit guides, and your higher self is part of their spirit guides in this lifetime. Yeah, we can do that. And I know, right? What? And so their higher self is bringing you a ton of messages in this outside world. So be aware that they're going to be bringing things to show you, special things that stand out. A lot of synchronicities out in the physical world, songs, license plates, bumper stickers, overhearing conversations. They're going to be dropping things into your mind and sending you emotional messages, energetic messages all over the place. So I love that. It's like, pay attention because I'm giving you gifts. And I don't know if a spot a not a spouse, I saw a spouse. Um if there's a particular flower that means something special to you, I just feel like they're telling me that they're going to have the same flower appear everywhere. And you're just like, all right, I get it. I don't know, is it a lotus? Because I just see this lotus, It's like, is it a lotus flower? But, so maybe that's what it is, but I just feel like or a white flower, but whatever this is, it's the sign from them, and their interaction with you. Their higher self is one of your spirit guides. Who would have thunk? All right, so that's what they have for you, soul searching vibe. So many blessings to you. And then smooth life, you like a general reading. Well, I get the 3 of cups. So the 3 of cups is joy, celebration, but it represents your spiritual posse on the other side making themselves known here. And there, though you might also be getting some humans coming into your life as part of like your tribe, this is mainly focused on your spiritual posse going, you gave us a honey-do list before we came down of things you wanted us to do when you came down here. We're always working on that, but we're behind you, and you can just ask us of your own free will for answers for things and guidance and all that, and we are more than willing to help you, but we honor your free will, and we won't meddle in your life unless you ask us of your own free will while you're down here. We're restricted, out of respect to only do the things that you asked us to do before you came down here, but ask, and they will be there. They're behind you, right? And they do that by doing synchronicities, like repeating numbers and things where you're like, "Wait a minute, what's happening?" And it's like, "Psst, that's us. Do you need us? Do you need anything from us? Just let you know we're here. Just letting you know we're here." They won't meddle. So I like this for you. It's like they're saying, you know, we're always around you 24/7. We never sleep. We're so talented. We can multitask like a mofo. So, please ask us. We're here. So I love that. So that's what they have for you right now, Smooth Life. So many blessings to you. Then a new 3, you want to know, how will you recognize your divine partner? So the Ace of Pentacles is coming in here, and it's going to be someone new coming into your life. You're not going to know them, um, but you haven't known them before. They will be someone brand new. Ace of Pentacles is because it happens when there's this new opportunity that unfolds, and you'll know them because you'll have this sudden change in your life that takes you physically in a different place you normally would never have been, and boom, you meet them right off the bat. Whether it's you move to a different city, a different job, a different home, you go to a different market, whatever it is, there's this change that happens, and it's not like, a life-changing, altering, huge thing. It's it's something that's changes in the physical world, right? And so it's like you'll recognize it because you're like, "Wow, I'm gonna go try this new place." And then, "Hey," and you're like, "This is that new place." Boom. And so I feel like you will, it'll, be obvious there. I just this garden is standing out to me, so I'm gonna show it to you up close here because I feel like that's important. Like, there'll be a garden nearby, that has the leaves going over the whatever they call that thingy, you know what it's called. But that's how you recognize it is you're like, "Oh my gosh, look at it has that garden with that thing in. Who is that?" So that's what's coming in there for you, Nusri. So many blessings to you. All right, Pinky, you wanna know your strength. Who would have thunk that patience is your strength? Not. It is a patience card, but the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, but the knight is on a quest for their worth. And, one of the things that comes into this is one of your strengths, I feel is manifesting things in the outside world. I feel like when you put your true being and your gratitude and things to things, things come quickly to you in the outside world when you're in an alignment, when you're focusing on fears and desire and wanting and focusing on that lower energy, no, that stifles it. But when you're in alignment, when you're just like, I'm in this place, I'm in the zone where I have gratitude and I can see it, and I'm so grateful, and you have that higher vibrational energy going on. Things just come to you very easily, and I like that. So I feel like that's one of your strengths that maybe you don't realize you have, and you're like, "Oh, wait a minute, I see the pattern of that." All right, but that's what they have for you, Pinky, one of your strengths, so many blessings to you. And then a new Priya, you wanna know who is coming towards you. You've got the 7 of Swords here, which this is the thief, the trickster, the, deceiver, and I feel like this is, um, someone who's returning back from your past who was that. And there's this important message that spirit has regarding that, besides what you're saying, "Hell no," is that they're gonna try to wiggle back in, saying that they've changed. And that's the wonderful thing is that people can change. They rarely change fast, but, the great thing is that we don't have to go, "Alright, come back into my life." If we truly believe that they've changed, and we want to possibly give them an opportunity, then just know that you can be like, well, I'm so glad that you feel that you have changed, and um, so if you want back in my life, this is what my condition is. That it's slow and it's not guaranteed. But I want over the next 3 months, I have to see you prove it to me. 3 months? Yeah, 3 months. And I wanna see it, but we're not gonna do this, we're not gonna do that, we're not gonna do that. I want you to date me. I want you to, show me who you are for 3 months. And, um, if they're like, "No, that's not fair, blah, blah," okay, well, thank you. That's my condition. So think about it. Bye. Because guaranteed, if they truly have changed, they'll be able to show you over a 3-month period consistently. But no one can pull it off for that long time if they're trying to trick you again. I love it. So there you go on you, Priya. So just a heads up. And you don't have to even do that. You can be like, no, that's okay. I'll take a pass on that. All right. So many blessings to you. Just a good heads up. All right. Anjou 777, you are up. Guidance for your soul path. All right. you do have the Queen of Pentacles, which is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. So it is an important time for you to really care for you and put your desires, your dreams, you put that forward first. And it's really about, it reminds me of the Empress, where you get out of your head of all the supposed to's and all these rules of society, right? And you get out of all these rules of organized spirituality and religions, which come after the Empress. The four and the five are the Emperor and the Hierophant. It's like, yeah, the Empress comes before all that. Getting out into nature, getting free, getting out from underneath the all this stuff, and your soul path and soul journey. It's such a important thing for you to feel free, to feel like you can birth and bring something in. Creativity is all in that too. And so I like that. I feel like that is the big message is, you know, to be on your true soul path. It's getting rid of the conditioning and being willing to put yourself first, because so much of our people pleasing is what takes us off our path. But really being true to us and nurturing ourselves, giving us that love and that attention is such an important piece of your soul journey. So that's what they have for you, Anjou 777. So many blessings to you. And then you want to Kritika Sayani, hello. What is coming in your love connection with Anavesh? All right. You know, we've got the judgment card here, which is this is your higher self calling your human to this higher place here. I feel like you're being drawn in a different direction from them. I just feel like there's something higher, and there's this settling type of energy that I'm feeling here. And it's like your higher self is boop, 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 trying to give you a wake up call, going, nope, there's something more, something different, something more in alignment with your soul calling, with where you're wanting to head, with this, where your heart has this desire for your life. I just feel like it is you know, I want a relationship and you'll do. I don't feel like it's like, and you might have emotion for them, but I don't feel like it's the dream, the higher um feelings that your heart wants to feel and experience, and the partner that will go with you on this journey of your soul. Like, I feel like you're going to meet someone that has more of a soul uh, journey that's aligned more. I feel like I don't feel like Anavesh has a spiritual desire, and I feel like it's such an important piece of who you are that that would be missing, and it's such an important piece. So that's what's coming in Kritika right now. So that's what we have. Many blessings. Hang in there. Right. And then Anjushri Tawari, like a love reading. And they're like, okay, it's time for rest. Rest your mind. You got the peace of mind here. And the Four of Swords, they sleep on this. And this is looking at things from a different perspective. And these expectations on the wall are the reason why they're resting, is because they're cutting away these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, all these restrictions of what love is supposed to be, should be, who am I supposed to be, all these rules around love. And they're like, put those to rest. Try to get all those roles away, because that's what sucks the life out of a relationship. You have so many expectations, takes so much energy just to get up to ground zero, and then it falls, and then there's this disappointment. When we take all those expectations lower, we got abundance, gratitude, joy, right? And so this is an important piece right now. They're saying while you're waiting for love to come towards you, it's important for you to really question these thoughts and beliefs you have around love, and what can you let go of and go, is this really what I want? Why do I want this? If it's everyone else, blah, 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 it's like, well, even if it's tradition, even if it's all this stuff, it's like, well, let me really see what's important to me, right? It's an important time for that. All right, Anjushri, that's what they want you to know right now in this moment. So many blessings to you. And then Vidi Jalan, hello, hello, a general message. All right. Insomnia, nightmare card. Yay! But it's a good card because this is you're so close to letting go of so many thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, small t truths that have kept you restricted and trapped and always on your mind. Dreams, 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 all this pressure. And I feel like you're at this point of letting it go and saying, I'm just sick and tired of trying to live up to what everyone else wants me to be and should be, need to be, blah, 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 all that energy. And you're bringing it back to you. And I like that type of energy here. And that's what spirit wants you to know is like, yeah, this is the time to really question when triggers come up. What am I feeling that way? Where's this fear coming from? And does it really truly matter in the big scheme of things? And there's a letting go of a lot of those small t truths. So there's freedom that comes on the other side of that. Excuse me. So that's what they have for you, VD. So many blessings to you. Let's see where we're at here. I think we're getting down to under a handful here. All right. So, hi, my name is Flo. You are up. And you want to know, is the aqua girl that you're talking to genuinely interested in you, or is she just looking to get laid? Well, we've got the Six of Swords. So this is more mental stimulation, moving from fears to, leaving old ways of thinking behind, moving to new ways, choppy waters to calmer waters. So I feel like this is more genuinely interested here because there's a lot of mental energy here, which makes movement into the outside world. So I feel like they're looking for a change in their life, a way of looking at things differently. And so I feel like there's genuine interest there. We didn't get all this wands energy and all this stuff. I feel like it's true. So I like it for you. So that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Mercy Tencio, you are up. So does Elvin, is he hiding his true feelings? They're emotionally confused. So I feel like they're hiding feelings because they don't know what's going on. Seven of Cups is whoa, all these emotions, all these seven cups flying all over the place. And I just feel like there's a lot going on in their life that they don't know how they feel. They're emotionally confused. So I don't know if they because they don't know it in here, they can't express it here because they don't hasn't made its way up here and out the tongue here. So I feel here with the Seven of Cups, they've got a lot of different emotions going on in their life and a lot of different emotions around you. I don't feel like they can separate it all yet. They're just very confused about their life right now. So you're like, you're not kidding, right? But that's what's coming in right now for you, Mercy. So hopefully that gives you a little, at least, input into what's going on with them there. All right. So many blessings to you. And then we have Haimanti Pal Pai. Sorry, I'm mispronouncing that. And you want to know, Santanu, are they thinking about you? You know, the Eight of Cups here is about leaving behind emotions and relationships that no longer serve, moving forward into a different area of their life here. So I don't feel like they are. I feel like they're the type of energy that they don't look backwards, they don't think backwards. I just feel like they're moving. They're always looking for the next thing, the next thing, and the next thing, the next thing. The the energy kind of comes in where it's like, I would say like a wildfire. It burns, and it consumes, but it doesn't go back because it can't. It has nothing to go back to in its mind because it's burnt. There's no fuel for a fire to go backwards. It just keeps burning forward. And so it's not that in anything about you particularly. I just feel like it's this energy of forward, forward, forward. Like they don't miss family. They don't miss, it's just it's not specifically you, it's everything. everyone, who they are and their being right now and how they move forward there. So, yeah, so you can stop thinking about them too. Psh, fine, which is good because you don't want to get burnt. If you're burnt once, you don't want to get burnt again anyway. It's like a friend that used to have like the wooden matches, and they're like, "You want to see a match burn twice?" Yeah, they're like, once, and then they'd burn you. Ow! It's like that's twice. It's like, no, that's quite all right. I don't want to be burned twice. All right, so that's what they've got for you. Hi, Monty. So many blessings to you. Hang in there. And then the last reading I have is for Tammy M. And hopefully I didn't miss anybody. If I did, I will be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. I did complete everyone else before this in the earlier session. I did get through some free readings. So if you didn't find it here, maybe if you were earlier in the chat, I might have got you in the first session. All right. And after I'm done here, I will post a comment listing the order in which the readings were completed so you can find your reading more quickly. So, Tammy, you said you're feeling S and T's energy that they're not good people. Why do they show up now? Well, you've got this death and this rebirth card coming in here. And I feel like there's this renewal, of course, type of energy coming in here. And, even in the bottom of the deck, you've got the Knight of Swords, which is movement of thought and belief and mindset. And you're feeling like they're not good people and they're showing up in your life. But I feel like it's an opportunity for you to look at how you are looking at them and looking at people and looking and questioning your thoughts and your beliefs because there truly are not good or bad people. There's just people. Our stories are what we apply to people. Their actions, this is what that means. You're bad. Those actions mean this, you're good. When really there's just actions, there's just things, but the stories we put that, every moment we make a choice with our thoughts, our emotions, our energy, and our actions. And when people don't do what we think they're supposed to do, bad. When they do what we think they're supposed to do, good. Just like when we're growing up, it's our conditioning. It happened to us all in our childhood. We did what our parents want, good boy, good girl. We didn't do what they wanted, punishment, bad boy, bad girl. And so we've learned to judge and police these belief systems. But this rebirth and this movement of thought and belief and mindset is seeing things from a higher perspective, from a place of unconditional love, instead of our long list of what we think everyone is supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be, must be. And there's this freedom that comes. So I feel like they've shown up now because they are different enough and bring enough energy in for you to face this and go, okay, you know what? I'm going to try to look at them a different way. And it's interesting, you know, it's like, was it Abraham Lincoln or someone is like an enemy is just someone that you haven't, a friend that you haven't got to know yet. And what they mean by that is that a lot of times when we think we know people and we have these judgments and thoughts and beliefs that we've been conditioned with, until we question those and we get to know someone, we're like, wow, you're not, the jerk I thought you were. Or you're like, you hear their story and you're like, oh my gosh, wow. You, if I would have had their life, I wouldn't be as calm as they are, is what we, realize. And so I love this, that they're coming into your life to help you transform your thinking and belief systems because it's going to free you. Because, realize that when we have ourselves under this long list of rules, by golly, we're going to make sure everyone else is obeying it too. We become God's little sheriff, helping police the world, trying to make them live up to our roles, but everyone has a different set of roles that are contradictory. Even some of our owns are contradictory to ourselves, right? But there's all this stuff that comes into that where we realize, you know what? I don't need to be under all these rules. I'm releasing myself. And when we release ourselves from being under the law, then we stop caring about everyone else that they're doing these things, and we can meet people where they're at and have gratitude for who they are instead of looking at how everyone's falling short, especially ourselves. So a lot of freedom that comes through this, and so hopefully all that makes sense. And that's what they have. So many blessings to you, Tammy. And thank you guys so much for all your patience and all your love and support. I'm truly grateful for the thirst that you have for searching after spirit. And please know that every second of every day of your life, you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you again, enjoy the rest of your day or your night, wherever you're at in the world. Until I see you again, much love to you. You hang in there and you take care. We'll see you.